Recently, I saw a senior neurologist create a presentation. She is head of neurology at a major hospital. She was preparing a presentation on early stroke diagnosis to a group of physicians. The presentation was the next morning. She opened up her laptop, opened an AI presentation tool, and typed presentation on improving early stroke diagnosis in emergency care and hit enter. She saw the first slide. Yeah, nice. And she accepted. Second slide, accepted. Third slide, she made a few changes here and there. Fourth slide, accepted. From fifth slide onwards, she didn't even bother to read anymore. Accept, 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 accept. At one point, she was replying to WhatsApp messages while approving slides about clinical systems that she herself had built and refined in real hospitals. And then came the moment that genuinely unsettled me. After reaching the last slide, she went back to the first slide and then typed her name as the author. Is that shocking? Let me tell you the surprising fact. A lot of us do the exact same thing in our own fields. We think that AI is helping us create presentations, but slowly we have stopped creating. AI is creating the structure, AI is creating the flow, AI is creating the argument, and we have reduced ourselves to being the editor of those presentations. All we do is to scroll, approve, and make a couple of changes and call it our own presentation. And you know why this happens? The presentations generated by AI are good and acceptable. And that is the trap. When something is good and acceptable, we don't feel the urgency to put ourselves into it anymore. Just think about that neurologist. Her weird insights. Of course, I'm not revealing her identity. I know she has some weird insights because I have talked to her before. Her real experiences, her 15 years of seeing so many patients and sometimes failing publicly, and the lessons she had learned from all those experiences, none of that appear in her presentation deck. And you know the scary part? You can't even tell that it is happening even while it is happening. Imagine you're a chef. You have 15 years of real experience, burn scars, and you have a signature dish that people drive 40 kilometers to come and taste. One day you feel, I'm really busy. Maybe I should give my menu design to some external consultant because they are fast, efficient, and they are technically good. And the consultant gives you the menu. You see it, popular combinations, safe choices. So you put your name on it. But what you don't realize is the same consultant had given the exact same menu design to 6 other restaurants in the same town only the last week. Now, just imagine your loyal customers eating at your restaurant, noticing that there is some change. The food is good and acceptable. They go and eat in other 6 restaurants and they find that it is the same taste and everything is the same. Do you think they will drive 40 kilometers the next time to come and eat at your restaurant? And it is exactly what happens when AI does the thinking for you in your presentations. None of your personal experiences, your expertise, your weirdness, your stories, your personal anecdotes, none of them appear in your presentation. Your presentation would look sterile, good and acceptable, but will never sound like you. And very soon, people will stop listening to you because they are only listening to AI voiced by you. Now, what is the solution for this? The solution is very simple. You need to find some way of first putting your thinking first and then use AI only to refine that thinking. Now just imagine that neurologist had used a tool like Presentation Blueprint Studio. This is a tool that uses AI as your thinking partner so you can think critically before you start creating your slides. In this, apart from answering a few questions that are important for the presentation to be structured the right way, there is a place for her to dump her thinking in one place. She just had to hit the start timer button. For 7 minutes, she would be forced to think freely about the presentation and include everything that is required to be put inside this presentation. Of course, if she was stuck at any point of time, she had these simple prompts to set her thinking further in the right direction. And after she puts down all her thinking into this tool, then she hits Analyze My Thinking. And the tool finds the gaps in her thinking. And the tool shows her the specific gaps in her presentation argument and then asks for specific data, specific information that she can input. And after that, the tool structures the information into a proper framework so she is able to make her points in the strongest possible way. And the best part here is this tool ensures that all this analysis is grounded on her inputs, which were done much earlier in the process. Whether you use Presentation Blueprint Studio to structure your thinking or use some other method that you prefer, make sure that you lead your presentation with your thinking and use AI to analyze your thinking and then present that thinking in the right structure and not the other way around. Remember, you are the expert, you are the coach, you are the consultant. AI is just your knowledgeable intern and nothing more than that. And by the way, if you want to know more about Presentation Blueprint Studio, the link is in the description box below. And if you want to know how you are using AI for your presentations right now, and if you want to see opportunities to leverage the power of AI even more, we have created a free tool called as AI Awareness Audit. All you need to do is to take 2 minutes, answer 5 objective type questions, and you will get a nice report that tells you what you are doing right now and what gaps exist so you can take advantage of AI better. And that tool is also in the description box below the video. It is totally free, not even a sign up is required. So go ahead, take that audit, answer just 5 questions, and you'll get some useful insights to help you use AI better. I'll see you inside that tool next.